The Home Depot.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Maddie. A lot of heat coming down on Mike Norvell right now in Tallahassee. The Seminoles became just the third team to go from preseason top 10 to unranked in the first regular season poll since the rankings expanded.
Oh, look, there's Notre Dame.
To 25 in 1989. So the Seminoles have a bye week here, guys, but they need it because things don't get any easier, by the way. They will be welcoming in Memphis to Tallahassee this upcoming week. Memphis, a lot of people have them in as the group of 5 team to make the 12-team playoff.
Right.
But, look, who ultimately bears responsibility for this Florida State team, Maddie?
I mean, the gentleman that you just saw right on the screen, it's Mike Norvell. And just, listen, he's the head coach.
Okay.
And, you're getting paid the big bucks. I know the players are getting paid a lot of money, but you're paying more money. Mm-hmm. You're the face of the franchise. And, I'm just like, it all just carries over, right, of just that victim mentality from missing out on the playoff, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. I just feel like it lingered for too long, the hangover. And the truth is, after I watched the film of their first 2 weeks of the season, the other two teams are just out hitting you and outplaying you.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that because it's like maybe the cruelest thing I can say about a football team. But just like Boston College punched you in the face. They really did. They just outplayed you in every facet. They ran the same 3 or 4 plays on offense to just move the football down the field on you. There's no hustle. They're not playing cohesive defense. There's no communication. And, it's so lackluster. And it's really disappointing for me, right, as a football fan to say that, right, about a football team. But it's big.
What I'm hearing from you is that they have a lot more problems than just at quarterback.
Totally.
Like, this is not just a DJU issue, Scoop.
Yeah, I think I brought up transfers, right? This is one time where the transfer actually hurts you a lot because
Swing and a miss.
You think about Florida State. They've utilized the transfer portal just about as much as anyone in the entire
country. And last
country.
year it was awesome.
It was great.
Worked out great.
11 players brought in from the transfer portal. 9 of them end up getting drafted to the NFL. But then you look at it this season, you bring in a bunch of transfer guys, and you still have the talent. However, what I think they're missing is that leadership in the locker room. This is where you're missing Jordan Travis. This is where you're missing Jared Verse.
Yeah.
Because a lot of what's going on with this team here, it just seems like they don't have much confidence. It doesn't seem like they're prepared.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like they're on the same page. And as much as that is coaching, that's also on the players as well to step up and perform whenever they're asked of. And I will say Mike Norvell has definitely lucked out because let's remember he was on the hot seat at one point, right? And then he ended up winning all those games, and then it got quiet. Then they went undefeated last year, and everyone stopped talking about it. But then you get missed out of the playoffs. There's a lot of whining going on, the bad vibes. I'm a vibes guy, and the vibes weren't good at FSU. And if you took a look at what it was like during the offseason, all that complaining, politicians getting involved, this, that, and the
trying
third.
to buy their way to the ACC.
It just
win
wasn't
the
right.
ACC before you try to leave it. Yeah.
So for Florida State, it's the program, everything.
Well,
it's just ugly. Y'all need to get baptized or something. It's just not good with the vibes.
Cleanse,
So while Florida State muddles in mediocrity this year, it seems like Miami, like you were just saying, Maddie, is kind of far and away a little bit above the best right now in the ACC. So with that being said, if Miami is that good, who will they be playing in the ACC title game if you were picking now?
I mean, like I was saying earlier before, right, you corrected me for speaking too soon, right? But it's just like I think the 3 best teams right now are Miami, Syracuse, and Louisville in the ACC right now. I think they're the most talented. That Miami being the most talented. Defensively, they got size, they got speed, they play aggressive football. Cam Ward is just dynamite with the football in his hand. He really is. The offense is well designed. Jeff Brom can scheme it up with the best of them. I don't care. I told you a year ago, I was like, listen, Jeff Brom's going to change Louisville like really fast.
And he did.
And he did. And it doesn't matter. He is going to create havoc whoever he plays against. He's going to score points. And then, with Fran Brown, I mean, you kind of saw it today, too, on the sideline. I love Brent Key, what he's doing with Georgia Tech. I just don't know if they have enough dudes on their team. Fran Brown, though, what he's doing for this Syracuse team, just the way that his energy and moxie on the sideline, man, it's different, and it is, like, really intoxicating. I need more of it.
I will say this about Fran Brown, and I laughed at it reading the post game. Brent Key earlier this week said that this matchup isn't about X's and O's. It's about being more physical. It's about who's going to come in
I
there
love it.
and be the more physical team. And Brown took offense to that. He literally said, when I heard him say that, it really pissed me off because you're trying to tell us that we're not a physical team. You're trying to tell us that we don't know how to be physical and play hard-nosed football. And they played angry. He said, don't give us anything or a chip, something to play for. And that type of attitude, a coach who has a chip on his shoulder, a quarterback who has a chip on his shoulder, that is a scary combination to have. As in terms of teams to win the ACC, I'm going with Miami. Yeah. I picked Miami as my team earlier on the season for those who saw the preseason
all right. Don't
show.
remind
so
us.
I'm going with them.
I'm
just saying. Wait, we got live looking?
I might turn a little